प्रकाश, इस वाले से शुरू करना।
So now if I'm talking about some of the underrated topics in web development that most of the people are missing in their colleges or while learning, and when they go to industries, then they find, okay, I need to learn this thing, how I can miss that. So what are these underrated topics?
So the underrated topics, let's start first with the CSS. Okay. One of the most underrated thing in CSS, people always think CSS is just trial and error. You just put, sometime you put 10 pixels, 15 pixels, something like that. Okay. You just think, a lot of us have done that. I have also done that. CSS is a lot about theory. CSS in itself is a programming language which a lot of people do not accept. I also never used to accept that as a programming language. CSS has a lot of theory which basically goes under the hood, right? So let's say you are doing something called as Flexbox, right? You are using Flexbox with display Flexbox, and then basically let's say you are adding Flex Grow, Flex Basis, right? And Flex Shrink. So when you apply all of these things, there is a calculation of width that comes into the picture. A lot of people don't understand that. They just think, okay, it is taking this amount of width, that amount of width, but there is a formula to calculate that. So when we are making website, we actually write a formula and then apply the number. Like this number will go, this is the amount of pixel that should go. So CSS under the hood is a lot of theoretical thing, right? So first underrated topic is CSS. Second underrated topic is a lot of complex topic in JavaScript. People do not spend time in understanding closures. They just see, okay, closure, it is a function inside a function, and then lexical environment, something like that. A little technical I'm going, but they don't actually pay attention to a lot of under the hood things, because when you go into framework always uses these things called as higher order functions, closures, like async, JavaScript, all of these things. So these are a lot of underrated topics. When you come on to the major thing, understanding server is a very underrated topic. A lot of people don't spend time in understanding server. Understanding authentication, because a lot of time when you go as a developer, you do not do authentication every day. You do authentication only once, right? Once in a lifetime, every developer gets an opportunity to do authentication, right? And even experienced people get it. Second underrated topic is Webpack. Right, a lot of people do not pay attention to what Webpack is. When you actually become an experienced developer, let's say if you are an experienced developer 2 years, 3 years, you should know how Webpack works. Last but not the least, the most underrated topic is testing. This is avoided by a lot of companies itself, right? When they write any code, they just think, why do we need testing? Because we have done the pseudo code and we know this is the output that we are going to get. It's very, very important to test everything. Even your basic functionality of adding a product to cart, and what is the, when you add multiple products to cart and increase the quantity, what is the total amount that you'll get? You have to write a test case for that as well. You have to write a test case for the response also that you're getting from the API as well. So testing is also a very underrated topic which a lot of people ignore. So, and there are a lot of underrated topics, but these are, the major underrated topic, like testing, understanding server, understanding, segregating the database, and CSS as well, right? And the JavaScript topics, which I said, closures, higher order functions, and pure functions, all of these things.
Okay, great. So do let us know if you know any underrated topic in this part as well. And you have missed one very important topic that's not about the technical aspect, but about